Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we're gonna listen to some jazz. I've never heard of this band. It's the first time that I'm looking them up, and this is a request by Eric T. And thank you so much for your last request. I mean, oh my lord, I've been listening to this artist quite a bit. Yeah, he blew my socks away. I'm talking about Arvo Pärt. But that's a totally different thing. Please check out that video if you want to listen to some, I would say it is classical. Of course, it's classical music, but it's very contemporary. It's very different from what you would expect from classical music. But check out Arvo Pärt on the channel if you're interested. But that was the last request. So this today is also something I've never heard of, and I'm super excited. The Ambassadors, and this is called Iboga Dreamtime. This is the official video. So there's very little information, and I love this. Don't get me wrong. When I will walk in complete blindly into like a video or some piece of music, that's my jam. I really like, but I wanted to at least look up, I mean, at least where they were from or what music. So the genre says jazz, but also electronic. So I'm down, I'm down. And it says that they're from Germany. Now, it couldn't find anything on Wikipedia. Maybe the label is German, so I don't really know. But this is called The Ambassadors. The album is called Coptic Dub, and it's from 2009. So this is what I found on Discogs. So that's pretty much, that's all I know. And then there's some instruments here. But hey, let's get into it. And again, thank you so much for this, Eric, for this really cool request. And we're gonna watch the video. So let's see what happens. But thank you so much just for, oh my god, you can see Alexia's little flip-flop there. Because I saw Marley walking out. Thank you so much, for choosing just something completely different. And, it's not about the views and all that stuff. It's about people, clicking on the channel and saying, hey, I've never heard this before. Wow, I like that, So that's pretty much what we're here for. So we're gonna pull it up on YouTube. Okay, so it says here official video, Coptic Dub, Iboga Dreamtime, and let's put this up here. Let's put the volume up, and let's see if I can do this in one take. We're gonna put my screen over here, but we won't even look at that. My screen, we're just gonna look at the video. And that way, it's not gonna do anything crazy like lag or anything, because it does that sometimes. Let's see. If it does, I do apologize. I think I figured it out finally. So we're gonna do this. All right. And now let's make it a little bit smaller, just so we're not pushing the RAM of the computer too far. But I'll close this, so I have no idea what's happening on this screen. I'm going to close Spotify. So basically now I'm just looking at the video here. So here we go, The Ambassadors. And I have no idea what I'm getting into, but hey, I'm excited. Thank you so much for sponsoring this, Eric. And I appreciate it, everybody, for watching. Of course, if you like the video or the videos that you've been watching, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you get the updates. We also have a Spanish channel that we created exactly 1 month ago. Today is the 1 month anniversary of that channel. So, and it's going well, but it's all music in Spanish. So if you like that kind of thing, go over there, subscribe, and all right. So here we go. Thank you so much. Just wow, man, what a trip. Okay, so give me a second. Let's see. Okay, wow, man, that was crazy. I love it. Really, really good. Let's close this here. Wow, like there's so much I want to say. Well, this was, it was very different. It was really the video, was there was so much stuff that could be interpreted one way or the other, but let's just focus on the music and then let's talk about the video. I love the vibe of the video. That's it is more like acid jazz, I would say, like drum and bass. The sax was beautiful, but I love the chords they were playing. It reminded me a little bit of Pink Floyd in the way, like, from Wish You Were Here, that kind of like sound to the keyboard, that Hammond organ, and the bass was obviously an upright bass. You could hear it. And first there was like, oh man, there's some live footage, but it was just a sax player a little bit. Now it looked a little bit like a movie. It looked like parts of a movie. Also the drumming, just to mention, like all the instruments, the drumming was superb, like, very freely. The sax and the bass, it sounds like a trio, the Ambassadors. But yeah, just very like, it was like very loungy, very like, it was very like, it was perfect for this video, very trippy. And but yeah, I love the music, honestly. The video though was very, almost like it had a little bit of things that reminded me of certain movies. But also it looked like parts of a movie. I don't know if it was shot this way, because so there was this couple, and it also looked like, I don't really know, it could have been like Turkey or um, by the way, of the architecture, but also maybe Iraq, Iran, or I don't know, maybe Israel. I don't really know. Like I would be lying if I didn't really recognize anything, but yeah, the story between the guy and the girl, and there were some spicy images as well, some nudity. I hope it doesn't get, blocked or anything. I don't think so, because I mean the video exists on YouTube. It would have gotten the same treatment, not just because I react to it should be any different. So I think I'm not gonna worry about that. But it seems like the boy was also the man sometimes, or maybe it's almost like he felt like helpless, and he was, seeking out his woman, almost like as a part, like almost like he was looking for a motherly figure in her. I don't know, because the boy, when it would turn into the guy. Now there were two scenes that reminded me for some reason to A Clockwork Orange. This guy all dressed in white in like this, almost like pajama like suit. These guys from Clockwork Orange, I think what were they called? Drogos. Um, uh, when he was walking towards the camera, I was like, wow, this looks like from Clockwork Orange. And then also when she held his eyes open, that was also a scene. Remember when he was like in the movie theater, and then he had to watch all these erotic pictures, and he was basically, he had like this apparatus on his eyes that would just keep his eyes open, and they would just like put eye drops in his eyes. What a weird film, man. I love it though, Stanley Kubrick. But yeah, the whole thing, the way it was shot was very, obviously very artistic, dancing, um, but also romance, and yeah, it was just, I don't know. I have to show it to Alexia to see what she thinks about this. It was very good. I do love the music. I do love the imagery. It was just very original. It's a very artistic thing. Maybe not everybody's, cake, because and then the cool thing about this is like you can draw your own conclusions. Like you don't know really, you would have to ask the director, what was this about? Was it about the kid? Was it about him going through some kind of mental, episode? Because you could see him, he was almost like, salivating. Then you see a scene there where he's, sitting by the toilet, like vomiting. I don't know if it was blood. But also, he was just like in a trance when he's with that older lady, and she's giving him some sort of medicine, or I don't know, something that they were doing. And he's just like, his stare is just very like he's almost gone. So it was, maybe it could have been a breakup or something, that he was going through. So yeah, there's so much thing, because also first the older lady gives him this, I don't know, it looked like marmalade or something. Marmalade, is it marmalade? I think it's marmalade. Oh, jam. I'm sorry. In German it's marmelade, right? And in Spanish mermelada. So obviously my brain thinks, oh, it's marmalade, right? No, jam. So this jam kind of like thing when he was older, but we also see a scene where he's younger, or I don't know if it's the same guy. You tell me. You let me know in the comment section what you think, what was going on, but I looked at the comments of the video. There's only 4 comments. That's just like crazy, it's sometimes it is what it is with these, smaller bands. It's just like, since they're not mainstream, it, even on being on YouTube, it doesn't really mean a thing, but it's just like people just don't watch the videos, and that's just, it's a bummer, because this was well shot. It was well, the music was just great, so it's a shame that it only gets, that there's only 4 comments in the comment section. But also the name of the song, I think, because when I was looking up the song, I saw some information that it almost, that painting that they showed at the beginning, I think that painting, if I'm not mistaken, is called um the name of the song. Let's see. Give me a second. Oh, now I closed it. Let's look here at Eric's notes. This called Iboga Dreamtime. So I don't know if it's that, if that's the painting itself. But yeah, there's so much going on. Also, Eric, you of course, pitch in with your. We want to know what this was about. But here we said it says it's in Germany. It didn't look like Germany at all. The streets of Germany do look very different. But I love the vibe and the shots. So we had a cello. We had a double bass, the one that I talked about. I didn't hear the cello for some reason. We had the drums. We had an electric guitar. Also didn't hear it. I don't know. Maybe it's on a different track. The saxophone, organ, Hammond, just like I said. And a synthesizer, sampler, and electronics. Yeah, I mean, for me, what stood out was obviously those three instruments, the drums, the sax, and the Hammond organ. And yeah, it gave me that beautiful, Pink Floyd vibe from, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here. But yeah, it reminded me of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. But in a jazzier version. It was really free, freely played, and very, very cool. So yeah, let me know what you thought, of the video, of the imagery. Do you think the blonde boy, would he turn like all black hair? I don't know, I mean, I was blonde too when I was a kid, I had my blonde face. Not like blonde, but very, very, very clear, blondish brown hair. So I don't know. But yeah, and I also loved the whole dancing. It was very erotic. And yeah, let's see how it goes with that. We did see a couple of, nudity. But hey, like I said, the video stands, on YouTube, and I think there won't be a problem. There was no I don't know. It was very just artistic, so I think we're going to be fine. But yeah, I love this. Definitely something I would listen to again in the car, or while I'm writing something or reading. It's beautiful instrumental music. That's what I love about instrumental music, that sometimes it doesn't, it doesn't rely on words at all, but you can hear expressions and feelings and all sorts of stuff, because in the end, music are words. That's what I identified with. It's not about the lyrics at all. For me, when I listen to music, I can listen to music that doesn't have lyrics and just cry because of just the music. I mean, what happened to me with the other request, and I've since shown it to Alexia. I actually wanted to make another video, but then I was like, the same song twice. I'm just gonna show it to you. But the fratres, I want to pronounce it in French, but Arvo paired. That was just the tabula rasa, and it's so funny because my mom always used to say tabula rasa, and I was like, what does that mean? And let me see. Let me look it up. What does it mean? Because tabula rasa meaning. I think there's this tabula rasa. I don't know why she would always say that. An absence of preconceived ideas or predetermined goals, a clean slate. She would say like tabula rasa, like that. And I'm like, what does that even mean? It's so funny. So I guess clean slate, like to wash your hands. I could be wrong. Let's see here. The idea of individuals being born empty. Nah, I don't know, man. It's so bizarre. Tabula rasa. Yeah. And my mom would also my like Alexa's like, why does she always say tabula rasa? That's so funny. But well, it's a different thing apart from this video. But yeah, let me know. You see that this is what I love about this channel. I can be wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt from a heavy metal band, but I can appreciate, like new age or acid jazz, and just like, devour it and get into it. That's I love that. I love that about you guys. I love that about myself. I love that about Alexia. She is so into everything she listens to is something that she can enjoy. And it's just this, I think that's how you have to live your life. You have to, dip your toes into a little bit of everything, like taste everything, listen to all kinds of music. Don't just like say, oh God, no, I'm not gonna like this. Try it out. That's the beauty of, discovery. So again, thank you so much, Eric. This was wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you dislike it, it's all good. Leave a comment, something interesting. What did you feel? What did you think? I want to thank you, and thank you, Eric, and I'll see you all in the next one.